Welcome, friends. This is our second attempt at this flight. We're still in Quonset slash Kingston or Kingstown. I couldn't figure out if it's Kingston or Kingstown. I get different information. But anyway, we're flying up to Worcester, Massachusetts on a very short flight. Just 10,000 feet, just 45 nautical miles. This is going to be a quick one. We tried it before, and we didn't crash the desktop, but it froze. I got a photogrammetry warning, and then it just froze. The sim still worked, but it was like paused, and it just locked up. So we're going to try one more time to get to Massachusetts as part of our ongoing 50-state tour. But it's the first incident I've had since SU6, so I'm hoping that I'm not seeing a trend. Left and right battery, left and right gen. APU gen's on, APU's on.
Delivery Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey IFR to Worcester, ready to copy.
I have a strange sense of deja vu right now. I just did this. 10,000 feet, right?
Takeoff runway 16 climb and maintain 8,000 feet.
8,000, okay. Well, last time they cleared me up to 10.
123.675, squawk side 654.
Cessna November
Okay.
343 Bravo Whiskey cleared to Worcester Airport.
Nav source is GPS, bearing 1's GPS, bearing 2's nav 1, which is our ILS frequency. We're going to be landing ILS runway 29 at Worcester if this works. That remains to be seen. ILS frequency is 110.9.
Quonset ground Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey requesting pushback.
EFD wind option 2. Release parking brake. Set our speed 1905 for climb out. VS 3,000 feet. And we've already dealt with our altitude selector. Right engine stopped coming up because I forgot to open the fuel valve. Now the fuel valve is open, it's coming up. Do a notch of flaps. Do our speed bugs. VR138, VY1905, and VAP136. All on. Should be getting pushed back now. Right engine's coming up nicely. We'll go ahead and start the left. Good. Correct. Calibrate our altimeter. You see it showing negative right now. We'll fix that. 3011. Don't push me back anymore. He's going to push me right back into that plane. Hold on. Okay, request pushback stop.
Quonset ground
Thank you.
Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey
Stop!
requesting end of pushback.
Ah! Oof. Keeping it interesting. I hope this isn't a new problem, truly, in terms of the CTD, or it wasn't a CTD, but might as well have been. Pedostatics on. Okay, 16, Delta Bravo Alpha. So we're taking off on the same runway we landed on yesterday. Then we'll just make a big sweeping left turn as we head north for this very short flight. APU's off. Let's go. Taxi light on. Last time it wanted me to go this way, but I chose to go this way. This time it's elected to have me go this way, which I think is a smarter choice. Right toe brake. Oh, I hope this works. I don't want to get back into that place where I can't get good, stable flights. It didn't CTD. I went outside to put down the gear as we were on final. We were like 7 miles from the airport, from Worcester, and then it froze with a photogrammetry warning, which is a whole separate issue as to why I'm getting those. I shouldn't be. But anyway, let's get over to runway 16. I have to be careful not to let my impatience and frustration with the sim make me careless or unsafe. Water looks great, huh? Reflections of the trees right there. Looks pretty slick. It's funny doing all this again. Local time here in Rhode Island is 3:45 p.m. We changed our clocks last night here in California, so I know it's going to get dark early. And I only fly in real time, so whatever time it is here in California, I do the necessary calculations in my head to know what the time is where I'm going to be flying, but I don't change the time. So here we are on the East Coast, and we're +3. Okay, coming up on the hold short bars. Go ahead and tap the brakes and take off clearance.
343 Bravo Whiskey and runway 16 ready for departure IFR to Worcester.
Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey altimeter 30.1164 at 14. Cleared for takeoff runway 16.
These are out the east-southeast.
Cleared for takeoff runway 16 Cessna November 343.
Runway heading is 160. Got a notch of flaps confirmed. Nobody's inbound.
Approaching runway 16. Entered runway 16. 7,400 feet remaining.
If this has issues again, I'm going to take a break from the sim for however long. Believe me, after the last couple of weeks I've had, this is all I needed, was to have the sim stop working on me, so we'll see. Hopefully I'm just being pessimistic and it won't stop working. Okay, runway heading is 160. We're on it. Let's set. We'll fly runway heading at first before we begin our turn to the left. Let's go. Start our timer. Okay. Very short flight. Airspeed's alive. 80 knots. Using the rudders to deal with this wind. 139. Up we go. Positive rate. That wind tossed us as soon as we lifted off. Gear up. Autopilot's engaged. Auto throttle's engaged. Set 200. Okay. Start our left turn.
675 Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey. Providence departure Cessna November 343 Bravo
Flaps.
Whiskey is passing 1,100 feet, climbing 8,000 feet.
Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey Providence. Departure altimeter 30.
Increase our climb to 4,000 feet per minute. I'm the only one on the plane, and we're at 20% fuel, so we're light as a feather right now. 210. Zoom out. MFD out to 15. See, we're making that left turn. Landing lights. Show you our approach. Come on, populate. There you go. Very short. Anyway, right there, that CF29, then Spags. From Spags to the airport, which is all that appears on the published approach plate, Spags is 2,700 feet. So when we get our descent instruction, it will be to 2,700 feet. And then it's 5.3 miles from Spags to the airport. So, although we're effectively on final once we make the left turn at CF29. Gonna level out here at 8,000. I wish we could go up to 10, but they'll clear us up to that once we get to 7,800. Assuming we don't CTD or freeze again. We'll set 220 on our climb, on our knots indicated speed selection.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey climb and maintain 10,000 feet.
Up to 10,000, 3 whiskey.
Climb and maintain 10,000.
It's just 2,000 feet away, so we can actually shallow our descent rate down to 3,000 feet. That'll put us there about 45 seconds at our cruising altitude. As we close in on 10,000, let's up our speed up to 250.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey. Boston Center Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey is passing 8,800 feet, climbing 10,000 feet.
We'll probably receive our descent instructions immediately. It's at 280. Passing over Providence to our east. Whoops. Down there. Oh, I hope it doesn't freeze again. Anyway, the ILS frequency, which I've already entered, is 110.9 for runway 29er. Runway length 7,001 feet. Airport elevation 1,009 feet. Approach course 289er.
Departure Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey 10,000 feet.
Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey Providence. Departure altimeter 30.12 continue as planned.
I don't want to set our speed too much higher than 280, just because we're at the altitude that the speed limit applies. So once we get our descent instructions, we're going to be below that speed limit altitude. I don't want to get in trouble. 36 miles out now, 10,000 feet. I expect to receive our descent instructions momentarily. Sure enough. And as mentioned, 2,700 feet for Spags.
Descend and maintain 2,700 feet Cessna Tree Bravo
So we've
Whiskey.
set 2,700 feet. Begin our descent. 1,600 feet per minute. And now we got to slow down to 250 because we don't want to bust below 10,000 feet going too fast. Now our speed. 2485 through whiskey. Getting
124.85 Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Boston Center is 3 Bravo Whiskey. Whoops! Hear the change in voice? Now we're going to lose ATC. We're only going to hear my replies from now on out. I've noticed this happen on a few other flights where the voice sounds different just for a second there. ATC voice sounds different, and then now we won't hear anything but my replies.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors ILS runway 29er approach Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
See? Slowing to 240. 29 miles out, we'll shallow out our descent rate now to 1,000 feet per minute. 8,000 feet, passing 8,000 for 2,700. It's at 230. Keep our speed up for now. 28 miles out. As we pass pass through the northern part of Rhode Island, the town of Woonsocket. What a name. Woonsocket. That's Woonsocket. Hello, Woonsocket. Then once we pass Woonsocket, we'll pass over the Massachusetts-Rhode Island border as we close in on that left turn.
119.0 Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
handoff
Bradley
probably.
Cessna
Okay,
November
Bradley
343
approach.
Bravo Whiskey is at 7,100 feet, descending 2,700
Then we'll get a tower handoff unless it locks up again. "23 miles out now, 6,800 feet. That's just about perfect. Will slow us down. We're still descending at 1,000 feet per minute, but by slowing down, that'll accelerate that. No sign of the... Oh, yes, we do have the ILS. We are receiving the ILS. IEKW, 20.8 nautical miles, 20.7 nautical miles, IEKW, India Echo Kilo Whiskey on nav 1. And I'm actually even seeing our ILS Diamond on the glide slope, showing us just a hair beneath the glide slope, so that's great. That's just what you want. I just hope it doesn't freeze again. All right, we'll zoom in on our MFD down to 10. And you can see that ILS Diamond I was talking about. Still white, but it'll turn green. That G will turn green. Then we'll switch this over to APPR. But first we'll do nav source to nav 1, and then we'll switch this to APPR, and then that'll put us on an intercept. Allow the autopilot to intercept the glide slope and the localizer. Slow to 210.
Landing gear.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Tower on
Shallow out.
120.5 Cessna Tree Bravo
Even
Whiskey.
more.
Worcester Tower Cessna November Tree 43 Bravo Whiskey 17 miles southeast inbound ILS runway
17 miles southeast. That's what I show as well on my 4Flight app. Shallow out even more. Cleared to land already. 17 miles out. Well, it's a quiet day in Worcester. There we go. Okay, by shallowing out our descent rate to 500 feet per minute, it's helping to sort of, how to describe it, to force us, by not descending so steeply, we're going to intercept the glide slope, the 3-degree glide slope, more robustly, I suppose that's one way to put it, as we get ready to make our left turn. I like the name of that. Do you catch the name of that waypoint? Bo Sox. I think that has anything to do with the Boston Red Sox. I'll take a wild guess and say yes. Okay, we're 14 miles out. We'll slow to 200. Please don't freeze again on me, guy. Okay. As we make that left turn, we'll engage the nav 1 on the nav source. Okay, so far though, all things considered, it's going okay. But this is what happened an hour ago when I tried this
Landing gear.
flight before, so I'm not drawing any conclusions from the fact that it's working. Coming up on CF29 right here. Right there, that's where we'll make the left turn for runway 29er, which has an approach course of 289er. All right, come on, make that left. Here it comes. Come on. I can feel it. Let's see, we got that cyan arrow right there pointing us towards the airport, about our 10 o'clock. There it is. There's our runway. Right there. Okay, now we'll switch nav source over. Oh, it did it automatically. Okay, then we'll activate EPPR. Shallow out our descent rate just to sort of force us up into the glide slope, and then it will turn this white GS red unless it freezes again like it did already once. Slow to 180, showing us just 10 nautical miles out. This is about, I think I got 8.7 nautical miles out last time when it froze. Do a notch of flaps.
Worcester Tower Cessna November Tree 43 Bravo Whiskey is going missed.
Going missed. Oh shit. Well, we're just gonna fly this, okay, friends? We're on the glide slope. That's the good news. We're gonna go outside. This is where we froze it up last time. Let's see if it happens again. Gear. Okay, I don't want to stay outside too long because that's where I froze last time, so let's go back in. And we're gonna slow down to 170. We're gonna go do another notch of flaps. And we're gonna slow down to our approach speed. That looks pretty, right? Pretty cool. Wow, okay. Approach speed is 138, I believe I said. Outer marker indicator. Landing lights are on. See if we can, is there a chance to get landing clearance? Acknowledge handoff. Oh boy. Nearest airport list. Get landing clearance. Worcester. Request full stop landing. All right,
Worcester
good.
Tower, Cessna November, Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey is 6 miles east, 2,700.
There, you see, aren't I a well-behaved professional pilot? I got landing clearance before I landed.
Fly straight in runway 29.
Oh,
Cessna
again.
3 Bravo Whiskey.
Okay, but this time it didn't freeze it. This time it didn't freeze it. Okay, we're 5.1 nautical miles out now. We're on the glide slope perfectly. Gears down, full flaps, landing lights on. Disconnect the auto throttle. We'll maintain that 138, I think I said it was. Reconfirm that. 136, excuse me. There's the runway. Dead ahead. We're right on the glide slope perfectly. Looks good. Wow, I love the sunlight, the way it plays. All right, we'll wait for our 500 call out. We're still on the glide slope perfectly. Looking really good. RA's showing us 1,200 feet AGL. Not so sure about that. Seems a little 1,100 feet AGL. I mean, the airport elevation is 1,000. So it would be about 600 AGL. I guess maybe the airport rises up elevation-wise. Slow us down. Airspeed's good. 143, 142. Get us back to 136. Coming in over some trees, aligned perfectly. 500 call out almost. We're 600 AGL. Autopilot? I have the airplane? Oh, they really bring you in over these trees, don't they? Got a little crosswind from about 10 o'clock. A little bit of float there, but we're center line. Dip that left wing. There we go. Okay, spoilers are up. Ah, reversers are working again. I love that we made that. Oh, shite.
Going to 123.85 Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
That was a little aggressive on that exit. I think we got a little grass in the spokes. Sorry, friends. You know, that's how it goes. I'm looking at it now. Actually, this is I had noticed when I looked at the airport map that there's no taxiway. Just to give you tell you what I'm talking about.
November, Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey, request taxi.
You see this? There's no exit. You have to go, I guess, all the way to the end at Worcester and then turn around, track back, so to speak. So that's why we took that turn so poorly, because if we exited this way, we would have been a nice high-speed taxi. But this required us to basically do a right 270. And we were just going too fast, so we went into the grass a little bit. That's too bad. I'm sorry. Anyway, landing lights are off, taxi lights on, pulse lights off. Timer stopped on this extraordinarily short flight of 17 minutes. Actually, probably less than that. And we'll go outside and bring in our spoilers. Yeah, that photogrammetry warning is annoying. And we'll go bring those flaps in. I mean, I don't... It's annoying, but I don't mind it unless it causes the sim to freeze, in which case I mind it a great deal. Let's go. I'm sorry, did we get ground services? Oh, whatever. Okay, let's park. Welcome to Worcester, local time. 4:05 p.m. I was planning on heading to New Hampshire today, but because of this problem with the first flight freezing, I don't know. Although it's only 1:05 here on the West Coast, maybe I'll head to New Hampshire. Maybe. I don't know. I shouldn't have exited the runway the way I did. I didn't realize how difficult it would have been to take that right turn. But anyway, everybody. I'm the only person on the plane, but we're safe. I'm safe. And again, the sim will detect crashes. Turn off our taxi light. And it didn't. So that's kind of encouraging, I guess. Whoa. Alright, let's park. There's our guy. Okay. Parking brake. Right engine. Pitot-static off. Look outside one last time. Beautiful fall evening here in Worcester, where the outside air temperature is 55 degrees and sunny, with winds out of the west of 4 miles an hour, which is consistent with what we experienced in the sim. So anyway, welcome to Massachusetts. And from here, it's on to New Hampshire, and then Maine, and then we'll fly over New Hampshire to get to Vermont, because I have no choice. And then we'll have to do another skip over, because we've already landed in New York. So we'll fly over New York and fly to Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa. We'll see where we go from there. But anyway, that's the tentative plan. Thanks for joining us. Hope everybody's having a nice enough day on Sunday, November 7th. Take care. We'll go back inside real quick and just shut the engines off and drop the logbook screen. See how short this flight really was. There it is. KOQU to KORH. 15 minutes on the button. 15 minutes and 0 seconds. And now we're in Worcester, Mass. Take care, everybody.